I challenge Aries Spears to an exhibition fight, 3 rounds.
What?
Look, Aries Spears, listen. I'm not a Debo type guy. Right. You a comic, I'm a comic. But look, I broke both of my wrists. So I can't hit as hard as you want me to. Now I'm gonna hit you.
Why don't you guys make your guys' kickboxing?
Kickboxing?
Yeah.
That Aries can't kick.
How do we know?
Dog, do you know if I kick Aries one time, the fight gonna be over? Well, I don't know. My legs ain't strong as they used to be. But I'm saying, Aries, look, pop, pop, pop. Just 3 rounds. Get your manhood back. 5150 standing on your manhood, dog. Every day you wake up in the middle of the night, Zoe be like,
Nasty Work says elbows only.
Right, elbows only.
There's another nigga out there.
What did Zoe say when he took his glasses off?
I've had about enough of you.
Right, every day, Aries Spears wake up. I've had about enough.
Yo, what's up? This bruh man from the 5th floor, and you tuned in to Forgotten Kings TV.
Last week, comedian Aries Spears responded to Ice Cube calling him a sucker after Aries went on Vlad TV and told Vlad he wasn't a fan of Ice Cube's music nor his acting. Okay, now of course Ice Cube would then respond to Aries' comments in the interview by calling Aries a sucker and a hater. All right, now of course Ice Cube wasn't the only one to call out Aries for his comments. A lot of people felt like Aries was hating on Ice Cube. And yeah, they felt like he was just doing too much on Vlad's platform. It's one thing to just, you know what I mean, state your opinion, but they felt like this was just pure hatred. You had a lot of people calling out Aries Spears, and one person we're all familiar with in particular is Cory Holcomb, okay? He reacted to the controversy involving Aries Spears and Ice Cube. Now, again, if you're not familiar with the history, you know, with Cory Holcomb and Aries Spears, several years ago, Aries got hands and feet put on him by one of the co-hosts on the 5150 show, Zoe Williams. For whatever reason, your boy Aries pulled a Drake, got his lawyers involved, and before you know it, the lawsuit was thrown out. But if you're ever wondering, why Cory is always sending shots at Aries, it's because of this incident. You know what I mean? Maybe at some point they were on good terms, but as of today, now we got Cory Holcomb challenging Aries Spears to an exhibition match. I mean, is this something we actually want to see? Me personally, no. Boxing, no. I want to see Cory and Aries on stage battling. You know what I mean? A comedy roast, you know what I mean? Maybe set for set. But just for boxing, at this point in their career, at this age, damn near 60, if not in your mid-50s, come on, man. Who really wants to see that? Yes, people will be tuned in for the entertainment. But at the same time, who's funny? You know what I mean? Who's really the funniest comedian? Because everyone swears they're the best, right? They're the greatest. And I get it. You're supposed to have confidence in your craft, but there's a difference from some of the comedians we see on social media, right? In that era and being successful. It's like they're in a whole different world compared to some of the vets who've been doing stand-up for many, many years. But who's setting the standard? You know what I mean? As who's the best of the best. Like, again, we know about Kevin Hart. You know what I mean? Cat Williams. You know about the legends, Eddie Murphy, Martin. We understand that. But what about some of the newer generation comedians? You know what I mean? It's time that, a platform is created in which comedians can actually showcase their talent. You know what I mean? And really test the theory of who's the funniest comedian. Because, again, Cory, he gets attacked for having his own opinion. So if anybody would understand about having an opinion, it would be Cory Holcomb, right? But we keep hearing about who's the funniest, who the weakest, right? Who bombs on stage. This is the only alternative, I suggest. You know what I mean? Maybe I need to start a GoFundMe or something like that. Because, again, seeing Cory box Aries Spears, of course, we see a winner and a loser, but we seen what happened, when Aries got caught up in that incident with Zoe. So, would people pay to watch that? I'm not sure. Like I said, I want to see the comedians battle. It's unfortunate, versus it isn't a thing. I don't know what's up with Swez and Tim and what they got going on. But the point is, we don't have the platforms like we once did before. Your comic views, Def Comedy Jam, Who Got Jokes, First Amendment. It used to be several platforms, Now, where do comedians go? You know, chocolate sundaes. You got several platforms, but now, you know, everyone has to take full control of their brand. You know what I mean, and their careers right now, because everyone is trying to figure out this landscape. Whether you're acting, whether you're rapping, everyone's trying to figure out. You know what I mean, what's the next biggest platform in line? And for me, like I said, we hear about the comedians battling from Kevin Hart. You know what I mean, the what ifs. Kevin Hart versus Cat Williams. You get what I mean? Dave Chappelle, Cory Holcomb. Now, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, again, which would I prefer? I would rather see the comedians battle using, you know what I mean, that comedic genius versus stepping in the ring and throwing hands. Because at this point in their career, that's going to be an ugly fight. I don't want to see that. It sound good, you know what I mean, when you on camera. But let's be real. If you ain't training, if you ain't locked in, y'all go out there and embarrass yourself, it's not worth it. We seen some of the athletes get embarrassed. It's not to say they didn't train, but you had some people, you know what I mean, get knocked out. And for what? It's not even worth it, man. But y'all let me know. What are your thoughts on Cory Holcomb challenging Aries Spears to a boxing match? Is this something you'd be interested in watching? Again, or do you agree with me when I say I'd rather see these comedians battle on stage in a roast? You know what I mean? I don't know. That's me. But again, what are your thoughts on this controversy involving Cory Holcomb and Aries Spears? Again, let me know your thoughts on everything down in the comment section below. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. Again, my name is Sensei Rip. Till next time, peace.
MREC TV.
We mentioned Vlad TV.
Right.
Now, put me on. What's going on? Why he put your name in a bad light? Like, what's going on?
He was a part of that whole Kading, Reggie Wright, now Whack 100. He was a part of that whole team out there in Cali that was spreading false information
Say word.
by the death of Biggie Smalls.
So they get the nigga and shit. So man, they put him on the car on the ground and shit. They rob him and shit. Like, the feel me, the shotty, I sawed it off myself, so I know that shit do real damage. TM had that shit to the nigga head, and I'm thinking to myself, it ain't even over no real money. I'm already about to go to jail. And I said, nah. And the nigga eased up off him. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was kind of terrified because I ain't even want to see that. Like, I wanted them niggas like, I'll pat at you, but I ain't running up on you and shooting you in the face and then standing over you, hitting you 12 times. I'm not psychotic like that. Like, you feel me? If I did it, it was over some money or over some disrespect. So I was out to prove a point, not to, you know, maim or disfigure nobody. Like, I'm not a psycho type shit. Like, you feel me? Like, so, you know what I'm saying? That was a terrifying moment for me because I ain't want to see that, and I'm about to get sentenced. You feel me?
Have you lived the life the streets tried to write for you, but ultimately found your own ending? Do you have a story of survival, betrayal, or redemption? We're looking for real people with real experiences to share their truth. If the streets tried to break you, but you made it out, we want to hear from you. Hit us up now to be a part of The Streets Is a Myth.
I don't be wanting no distractions when I'm starting my day. I'm facing 20 years in jail. I don't got no time to...
Thank you for watching my video. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also, hit that notification bell to get the latest on hip-hop, sports, comedy, whatever. All right, we got you covered over here at Forgotten Kings TV. And also, click on one of these videos, okay? All right, y'all.